You're about to fall asleep, and your brain is about to do something strange. It's going to disconnect you from the world outside and drop you into a place that feels real, emotional, sometimes terrifying, yet none of it is actually happening. And here's the part almost no one ever tells you: your dreams reveal more about your mind than your conscious thoughts ever will. Last night, even if you don't remember it, your brain ran emotional simulations. It rehearsed fears, processed memories, and solved problems you didn't know you were struggling with. But why does it do this? Why these weird stories? And why do some dreams stick with you for years while others disappear in seconds? Most people think dreams are just nighttime movies, but new science suggests something much deeper. Your dreams quietly shape your identity, your decisions, and even your emotional resilience. In the next few minutes, you're going to see dreams in a way you've never seen before. And before we dive in, keep this question in the back of your mind: what if your dreams are saying the things your waking self is too scared to admit? Right before you fall asleep, something unusual happens. Your brain shifts modes, almost like switching from daylight to a dim, hazy alternate reality. Scientists call this moment the hypnagogic state, but you've felt it. It's that half-dream, half-conscious zone where random images, flashes of faces, and fragments of memories suddenly appear without warning. Imagine lying in bed after a long day, and out of nowhere an old memory or a random person pops into your mind. You didn't choose it, your brain did. In this moment, your mind starts reorganizing the emotional mess of the day, setting the stage for the dreams that follow. And here's the strange part: whatever pops up during this early phase becomes the emotional theme of your dream later. It's your brain's way of saying, "Hey, this feeling needs attention." But attention for what? Hold that thought, because this shift reveals something your brain is trying to protect you from. Dreams may be fake, but your brain treats them like survival training. From an evolutionary perspective, dreams were never meant for fun. They were mental simulations designed to keep us alive. Think about how often you dream of being chased, falling, or being late. These aren't random. They're emotional drills. Scientists found that your amygdala, the fear center, fires during dreams as if the danger is real. So when you dream of failing a test or getting attacked, your brain is practicing emotional control. Even that old dream from years ago, where you couldn't find your classroom, was your brain rehearsing stress. But here's the twist: some dreams don't protect you. They drain you. And it raises a deeper question: why do certain dreams leave you shaken the next morning? We'll get there, but first you need to understand something you've been misled about your whole life. You've been lied to about dream symbols. People love to say that losing teeth means insecurity or that flying means freedom. But neuroscience says something different. Your brain doesn't speak in symbols, it speaks in emotions. When you dream of losing teeth, it's not about teeth. It's about losing control. When you dream of falling, it's not about heights. It's about uncertainty. Think of the last dream you vividly remember. Forget the visuals for a second. Remember how it felt. That feeling is the real message. A woman who dreams of a tsunami isn't afraid of the ocean. She's overwhelmed by life. Her brain simply used the ocean as a dramatic metaphor. But some symbols appear across cultures, no matter the language or background. Why do humans across the world dream of falling, being chased, or losing something? The answer is older than civilization itself, and we're about to uncover it. Ever dream of strangers you've never met? Here's the mind-blowing truth: your brain cannot invent faces. Every face you see in a dream is someone you've seen before, even for 1 second. A person in a crowd, a thumbnail online, someone you passed at the airport. But these strangers aren't strangers at all. They usually represent a version of you, your fears, your intuition, your anger, your memories. Picture this: in a dream, a mysterious old man warns you about something. He isn't a prediction. He's your anxiety wearing a costume. Some dream characters even reappear over and over. Why? Because they represent an emotional theme your brain keeps revisiting. And those characters lead us straight into one of the most important parts of dreaming. Recurring dreams aren't accidents. When a dream shows up again and again, your brain is stuck on an unresolved emotional loop. If you keep dreaming of being trapped, missing something, or returning to your old school, your mind is replaying an emotional issue that hasn't been processed yet. For example, people who constantly dream of running late often feel behind in life, like they're not where they expected to be. Here's the eerie part: your brain will repeat the dream until the real-life issue changes. And when the recurring dream suddenly stops, something big has shifted. What changed? Hold on to that, we'll return to it in one of the most surprising reveals of this video. Nightmares feel cruel, but your brain uses them for a very specific purpose. They're emotional shock therapy. Your mind amplifies your fears so you're less controlled by them during the day. For example, someone stressed about money might dream about being robbed. The dream feels extreme, but the fear behind it is real. In nightmares, your brain forces you to face the emotion head-on, in full intensity, so the smaller version of that fear in real life doesn't overwhelm you. But there's a catch. Too many nightmares mean the brain is overloaded. It's trying to process more fear than it can handle. What pushes the brain into this overwhelmed state? The answer is coming, and it's one of the most misunderstood parts of dreaming. There's a scientific reason dreams vanish seconds after waking. The moment you open your eyes, your prefrontal cortex, the logical, decision-making part of your brain, turns back on and wipes the dream memory system. Dreams are stored in short-term memory, and your brain deletes them to make space for real-world information. That moment when you wake up remembering the whole dream, and then suddenly lose it? That's not forgetfulness. That's your brain hitting delete. But then there are the dreams you remember for years, the ones that feel too real to forget. Why do those stay? Because they come from the deepest emotional part of your mind, and we're about to unlock that. Imagine being fully aware you're dreaming. That's a lucid dream. Your brain wakes up inside the dream, turning you into both the director and the actor. This usually happens when your emotions are running high. Your brain tries to take control to keep the dream from spiraling. For example, you're being chased, and suddenly you realize it's a dream, and the entire scene freezes. You take control. But here's the strange part: people who experience lucid dreams often have higher self-awareness in real life. Their brains are more flexible in switching between imagination and conscious control. But lucid dreams aren't the most mysterious type. There's a category of dreams so powerful they can change who you are. Some dreams don't entertain you, they change you. These dreams feel like messages, warnings, breakthroughs. Psychologists call them big dreams. They happen when your emotional system is overwhelmed and trying to reorganize itself. A person standing at a cliff's edge in a dream might be facing a major life decision. Someone dreaming of a burning house may be trying to let go of part of their identity. These dreams last because they link to long-term emotional wiring. And here's the open loop we're finally closing: recurring dreams often stop right after a big dream. Because the emotional conflict, the reason for the loop, has finally been resolved. Quick question: what's the strangest dream you've ever had? Did it feel random, or did it connect to something happening in your real life? Share it in the comments. You might notice a pattern you missed before. And your answer might help someone else decode their own dream. Dreams aren't random stories. They're emotional blueprints, survival simulations, and hidden messages your waking mind doesn't know how to express. From the brain shift before sleep to the dreams that reshape your identity, your mind uses the night to reorganize, repair, and reveal who you really are. Remember the question from the beginning: what if your dreams are messages your waking brain can't say out loud? Well, they are. Your dreams show you truths you might ignore during the day. And when a recurring dream ends or a powerful dream appears out of nowhere, your brain is telling you something important has shifted. If you want more videos that help you understand your mind, your patterns, and the psychology behind your everyday life, make sure to subscribe. And take this with you today: your dreams don't just reflect your mind, they shape it.